Man, I'm about to take a little power nap right quick. Oh my God, this thing hurt my head. And let me tell y'all. Oh, I was hearing this. No child left behind. No child left behind. I said, oh, what the heck going on, God? He said, no child left behind. God, excuse me. I was eating a little, what is it? Egg wrap. They put too many onions on it. Too many red onions on that mouthful. I feel like between my ears and my mouth and my eyes is steaming. Ugh. I had to take a break off that. But yeah, when I stopped, I heard that. No child left behind. No child left behind. And then essentially what flooded in after that was how you know that all of us individually we are literally, I was thinking like we are literally all here for a purpose. We all got some kind of divine purpose. And so, but some people purpose may not be huge, like a huge ass purpose where you like all out in the public eye and famous. You know, what came to mind is something I heard Eckhart Tolle talk about. He said, excuse me, hold on. Oh. He said some people are frequency holders. Some people are just simply frequency holders on the planet, see? Just people who main objective is just to stay in a high vibrational state at all costs if they can help it. And I think he brought up like monks and nuns and stuff. Some people on the planet, their main job or their main obligation, at least for certain time periods in their life, because it's to just or sometimes their whole life, is just to be a frequency holder. Somebody that's just vibrating on, just high vibing all the time and trying to stay as close as possible to that God frequency that's on that conscious map. I was thinking about that, how Eckhart Tolle talked about that. He says some people's job on earth is just to be a frequency holder, meaning you do everything in your power to just stay a more high vibing person. You ain't got to be doing nothing major. You ain't got to be necessarily writing no books or nothing. It ain't necessarily about that. So some people, that's what their job is. You're just a frequency holder, and that's all right. And so what made me hop on here is this, because I heard this. I heard no child left behind. No child left behind. And so I guess the gist of that, just in general, it's almost like, look, whether you know what you're called to do or not, just you waking up every day and just showing up and just doing the best you can and just show up from where you at in the moment. That's a purpose, because you stand here and you weathering the storm mentally. Like, life ain't easy. Just in general, life isn't easy. And even if you got everything you desire and crave materially, superficially, just to navigate life, just the whole psychological aspect of it, it's just not easy. Because like Joyce Meyer say, at the end of the day, spiritually, we're not even from here. Our soul, we coming from somewhere else. So you be longing to go. You be longing. Sometimes you just be like, I just want to. But life is not easy. But I just heard that. He said, you know, even if you're just waking up and just showing up to whatever your job is, no matter what value the marketplace say you bring with the job you got or whatever, you in your purpose, believe it or not. Because some people purpose ain't big. It ain't got necessarily to do with writing books and being some kind of motivational speaker or being a mystic or an enlightened one and all of that, and speaking and being like what's his name? I can't think of right now. Being like Sadhguru, which is great. I love him. But you know what? Everybody got their own purpose. And sometimes your purpose is simply just to show up in everyday life and navigate through it, but be a frequency holder. That's what I heard. To be a frequency holder, sometimes that's the purpose some people just got. Mainly, like Eckhart had mentioned, like mainly it's like nun or monks and stuff. But I imagine everyday people that got ordinary jobs. Sometimes you might not, your calling, at least for now, or it might be your calling for a long while, it's just to be a frequency holder. A frequency holder meaning trying to keep your brain, keep your mentality, your vibes high towards on that frequency, that consciousness map towards just the God frequency, love, peace, joy. Because essentially, even if you ain't doing nothing huge out in the world, to be a frequency holder, attain that level of consciousness and involvement and maintaining it. Essentially what that is doing is that at least you're not somebody that's perpetuating disempowering thoughts, perpetuating limiting beliefs throughout the world. So if you're a frequency holder and you walking in that close as you can to that Christ consciousness, that elevated way of seeing the world, self-perception world, that's a less chance that you spread in something. You know what I mean? Because toxicity and darkness and dark psychology and all that, those are mindsets and perspectives that are over time. It's almost like a virus. They act like a virus. They're spread, they're seeded and they're spread. That's why they say if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Because depending on where you at on your consciousness journey, if you super unhealed and jaded and wounded, you be talking and you be planting all type of seeds in people's psychology. You don't know it. And it be sometimes seeds that are the underbelly of the seed be coming from darkness, and you don't be knowing. You know what I mean? So I was just thinking about that. I heard no child left behind. No child left behind. And at the end of the day, no matter whether your purpose is perceived to be big or small or loud or more subtle, you actually matter. You matter more than you think you do. And just you showing up is helping hold this frequency, especially if you're trying to do your introspection and healing work, and so that you could just, if nothing else, because we all connected. And if you understand that even though we in individual bodies, our consciousness, our energy, we piped into one divine source. So if you're a frequency holder, even if you ain't been called or pulled to be writing books and doing all that kind of thing, being a bishop, you still matter. Because you helping anchor in a energy on this planet, and you are helping keep things in more balance and harmony, because at least you're not outside spreading more toxicity and all of that kind of thing. So even if you are just a frequency holder and you ain't got nothing huge that you should be doing, or that's being pushed on you right now in terms of, how like God will pull you to do something new, different, you still matter, because he said no child left behind. And the goal is just to pull everybody out of darkness. That's what they want, to help just pull people out of darkness. Even the people who in darkness and acting a fool out here, whoever it might be, whoever you judging, you got to know these ain't nobody just born like that. Something starts happening. Something starts to tank minds and stuff. But I heard that he said no child left behind, no child left behind. So that's why the only way you can pull somebody else out of darkness is if you spend time on your own self and get yourself out of it first. Because otherwise, until you really do that and have it like that, the kind of awakening like that, you can't pull nobody else out of darkness if you in darkness don't know you in it. Because anything you gonna be, any knowledge bombs or gems you think you dropping finna be, they distort it a little bit. But the more you can work on yourself, then that means you can pull yourself out of darkness, so that at least what you're sharing is coming from a place of wisdom, and it's not like retaught, regurgitated information that's already been tried, that ain't always outdated. You know what I mean? So you got to work on yourself. That's the main thing. But you matter, no matter how big or small it seems like your purpose is. Even if you working at, now I see what they mean when you working at, even if you working at the bakery, you matter, you counting. Because even though according to societal standards, you might look like you have a less prominent job, but hey, on a spiritual perspective, you might have one of the most important jobs, because you might be literally a frequency holder to keep the balance, to keep the balance more on the light side. If something's 50-50, light and dark, 50-50. So if you're a frequency holder where you ain't necessarily out in the limelight doing stuff, but you're a frequency holder, you might be one or two individuals that's necessary to keep the balance of light tipping towards the light more. 58-52. 60-40. So you matter, and you hold value inherently, even if you ain't doing nothing big and out in the limelight. You got to know that. And especially because if you don't, you'll go down some rabbit hole and thinking that you ain't carrying no value, no weight, because the marketplace ain't saying you do. But you got to know what God be talking about. That's why you got to know what God or something divine. You got to be comparing yourself to something and learning who you are and getting your value from something higher than that. Otherwise, the worldly expressions or meanings meanings that when it comes to success and value, if you let that be the only thing you using, you won't constantly be getting your butt kicked, at least in your mind space. But you holding value, and I just heard that no child is behind. So the most important thing you can do is just try to do whatever it is you're doing. Whatever you're doing, just do it well. Do it and do it well, and just try to heal and and let go of bullshit in the past and forgive yourself. Know that any and everything you've been doing, even if it might appear to be something that's getting judged by people, other people, hey, you did the best you could from where you were at that point in time in your life. You learned from it, and you're gonna move forward. And give yourself and forgive your past and forgive people who even be talking shit, because you know, hey, you can't even control what other people be talking about no way. So it's just about just healing and forgiving yourself and realizing you did the best you could, whatever you're going through. You're doing the best you can from where you went, from what you know. That's it. That's it. And that you matter, and it don't matter what nobody else talking about. If you can forgive yourself and heal yourself, then you can at least empower your self-image, so that when people start talking shit again or whatever they say, it don't rock you like that. Because that's the whole idea. So that you can evolve up out of that way of being. You ain't got to be like that. But either way, no matter what's happening, hey, you matter. I don't care. You matter. We all got worth, inherent worth and value. That's what I heard. No child left behind. And sometimes you might have a purpose that ain't necessarily huge, but you got to know you still have value. You hold value. You matter, dude. You matter. And don't let nobody, and that's what I said, don't let nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody lie to you. And whenever you get the time, you got to heal the way you see yourself. So you know without any doubt that you matter, irregardless of whether you run around here like trying to be an Oprah or not. No, everybody got their own path. And it might just be that you are a frequency holder and don't know it. Somebody who's one of your main goals or jobs for your bloodline was just to heal some outdated beliefs, some disempowering ways of thinking, some toxic mindsets, some poverty consciousness, scarcity mindset type of ordeal. One of your main goals or functions right now, at least, maybe it's just to just heal that and resolve that for your bloodline, at least on a psychological aspect. And then just go and carry on and do your ordinary job, whether it's working at the grocery store or not. But if you can heal it and release some of them outdated things, at least you know you're not perpetuating those type of thought processes down the bloodline to your descendants and babies coming up under you. So and if that's all you're here to do right now, or if that's all you here to do, period, that's still okay. Because you still playing a major role if you do the work, do the mental, the healing work. You playing a major role, even if you only work at the grocery store. You carrying a lot of weight, because at least you won't be somebody who's perpetuating the toxic, reteaching the toxic ways that ain't serving us. You know what I mean? You vibrating high. So anything you're going to be teaching her, you're going to be spreading more love and light, not more darkness. And you helping the scale stay tipped over towards the light side. If you simply just a frequency holder, that's a huge deal. So that's what I say. Hey, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't. Because just the thought of that. So somebody could be loaded with cash, but low vibrational. That's what I said. The devil can give you stuff too. You can be loaded financially and looking like you winning in the marketplace, but you low vibrational on that consciousness map. But then you got a little lady working at the bakery who might not have a whole lot she's sustaining, but she a frequency holder. And that's what they mean. So that's why you can't judge a book by its cover, because some people got more spiritual rank. That's what they mean by spiritual wealth. Some people are carrying more spiritual abundance than anything in the bank that a bank can even, like, if you just really think about that, damn, because they playing a huge role in keeping the planet, the dark and light on the planet balancing. So not even really balanced. You want the scale to be a little more tipped to the light if you can help it. So anyway, that's just something that came to mind. No child left behind. If you come across this, just know you matter, dude. You got worth. I don't give a damn. You got worth. Even if you do stupid shit, you got worth. And if you're still alive, you can change all that up. You can change it up. You can heal it. And just forgive yourself, because you wasn't born like that. So just get to the root. Just get to the root of it. What happened to me? Who the fuck did it? Who did this? Who said that to me to make me be like this? And you get to the root, and you dig that on up. You dig that on up and out. And then sit still so God can show you how to use it and sell it. Now that's what you got to do. Get beauty for the ashes. Okay, so I'll let y'all go. I love y'all. I just thought that, though. I heard that. No child left behind. That's the whole goal. We ain't supposed to be trying to, you gotta, if you can heal yourself and get yourself together, then you can pull somebody else up. And you ain't got to be all up on them either, see, because that crab in the bucket thing, that's real too. But if you can get yourself together, you can pull somebody else up from a distance as well. You ain't got to be all codependent and all that. So anyway, I love y'all, and I just hope this helps somebody. If you come across this, just know you matter. No matter what's going on, you got inherent damn worth. No matter what it's looking like at the current moment, because you just might be a frequency holder. And if you are, that's dope. And you got a whole lot of spiritual money. So it's just a matter of time. It's gonna manifest in the 3D reality. So you hold tight, hang in there. Anyway, okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.